Welcome back everyone. In this video we are going to learn something very important in HTML, file paths. File paths tell the browser where files like images, videos or other HTML pages are located. There are two main types, absolute path, full website link or URL, relative path, file from your own project folder. If you want your website to work correctly on any computer, you must understand file paths. Let's start with an example. First of all, create a file for this lesson. Name it filepath.html and enter. Now we are inside filepath.html. Create general structure for HTML. Inside the HTML we have a tag and also we have body tag. Inside the head tag, let's set the title to HTML file paths, HTML file paths, and save it. Open, right click, open with live server. So now we are inside our HTML file paths web page. Okay, and go inside your body tag, create an h2 tag and write the first topic title, that which is we are going to discuss on absolute tag, absolute path. What is absolute path? It is, close this one, it is full URL from the internet. It is full URL from the internet. So let's create an image tag and we are going to upload let's create an image tag and set the source attribute to go to your browser and click the plus to create a new tab. Here type 3, for example, image, enter, and choose one of these trees or go to the image. I'm gonna choose this one, view image, and also here the link of this image. Copy this one, copy the URL of this image and go to your VS Code. Here in source, paste it. Now we have the link for the image, for this image that we have in the internet. So let's set the width of this image to 200 pixels and also alternative text, alternative attribute to, for example, this tree image, and save it. Now you can see, go to your browser and HTML file paths. Now you can see the HTML, now you can see the image on your web page that the width is 200. Very good. If the, for example, if the URL is not correct, for example here we have 30,000, if I erase 10 and save it, the image will disappear. Just the alternative text that we wrote here, that it's tree image, will be appear next to the image. That's why we wrote this alternative text. So let's add the 0 again and save it. So now we have our image on our web page. So We added the width to 200 pixel. If I had a height attribute as well and equal to, for example, 400 pixel and save it, you see that the image is stretched on in height. But so I don't want to stretch the image, but I erase this one, that the width automatically set itself the height. Save it here, and now you see the image automatically set its height itself. Okay, let's move to another topic. Let's create an h2 tag, and inside the h2 tag I'm gonna write the second topic is about the relative path, which means a file is file in same folder. So I'm gonna create an image tag. So I'm gonna set the source to equal. So if our image is in the same folder, for example, we are now in HTML lessons folder, and inside this folder we have cat.jpg and also our filepath.html. both. They are both in the same folder, HTML lessons. And just inside the source, I'm gonna write the name of the image, cat.jpg. And I'm gonna set the width attribute to, for example, 200 pixel, and alternative text to, for example, cat image. Save it and go to your browser. You can see that I have the cat image on my browser. So let's move to another topic that we are going to discuss on. It is create first an h2 tag, third topic, and we're going to discuss on relative path. This time, if file is in another folder, save it. So create an image tag, set the source to equal. If the image and our filepath.html is not in the same folder, for example, image is in another folder and our filepath.html is in another folder. So open this one. For example, now our filepath.html is inside our HTML lessons folder, but here we have a folder that name is another folder. So inside the another folder we have 3.jpg. So 3.jpg is inside another folder and filepath.html is inside HTML lessons folder. How can I get these 3.jpg picture? How can I get this picture that it is in another folder? Okay, it's easy. Write the name of the folder first. The folder is another folder, and inside this folder, go to inside this folder and get 3.jpg. And I'm gonna set the width to, for example, the width attribute to 300 pixel, for example, and the alternative text to, this is 3 image, and save it. Go to your browser. Now you can see the image of that 3. Go back to your VS Code and move to another topic. Now we are going to discuss on fourth topic, that it is about relative path, but this time it is going back a folder. // So if we have two different folders, for example, if filepath.html is inside another folder, for example here now filepath.html is inside HTML folder, but if we create a folder here, I'm gonna name it practice, this folder, and save it, and I move filepath.html inside the practice folder, move it, and now see here that we have two different folders, practice folder and another folder. So inside the practice folder, I'm gonna open the filepath.html. Here I wanna get this tree.jpg from another folder. So first I'm gonna create image tag, and I set the source equal to, first of all I'm gonna go out from this folder, from practice folder. I'm gonna write dot here inside the quotation mark, write dot means go out from practice folder, and slash means enter to another folder. Enter to which folder? Another folder, and inside another folder we have tree.jpg. We have tree.jpg, and I'm gonna set the width to, for example, the width to 400 pixel, the width attribute to, the width attribute equal to 400 pixel, and alternative attribute to, for example, this is a tree image, and save it. So and go, everything disappear, so no problem. Right click, open with live server again. Now you can see that we get our image here, that the width is 400 pixel and the height is automatic set it. Yes, but relative path file in same folder, this image, the cat image and the tree image is disappear, because now the file link is changed, the file path is changed here. So we had here cat.jpg, but not now. Now look at here, we are now our file path is inside practice folder. If we wanna get cat.jpg, we have to go out of practice folder first. I'm gonna write here // go out first from practice folder, and then get the cat.jpg. If I save it, now you can see that I get my cat image again. So let's display this image as well. Let's go to your VS Code, and here if we see another folder, tree.jpg. So but our filepath.html is inside the practice folder. Here again, first I have to go out from my practice folder and enter to another folder, and inside another folder get tree.jpg. Here I save it, Now you can see that everything appear again. This image appear again on my webpage. Absolute path is good when you want to load something directly from the internet. It always starts with HTTP or HTTPS. Relative path is used when the file is inside your own project folder. This is the recommended way for real projects. image/peg.jpg means the file is in folder called image. // means go back one folder. If you upload your website online or share it with someone, relative paths always work, but absolute paths only work with internet. In the next episode, we will learn about HTML entities and symbols and more.